Arizona State University is one of the premier metropolitan public research universities in the nation, enrolling more than 57,000 undergraduate, graduate, and professional students on 3 campuses in metropolitan Phoenix. ASU maintains a tradition of academic excellence in core disciplines and is a vital center for innovative interdisciplinary teaching and research. Important for the Sample Collection for Investigation of Mars, or SCIM, mission, Arizona State University has a well-established working relationship with NASA and a proven track record of participation in NASA missions. ASU's involvement dates back to the Apollo days and includes sample analysis, science team membership, and hardware development. ASU scientists have participated in every Mars mission dating back to Viking. ASU is also a dynamic center of NASA-funded extraterrestrial sample research with an international reputation and over 40 years of experience studying rocks from space. More than 200 Apollo samples have been investigated in labs at ASU. SCIM principal investigator Professor Lori Leshin is the director of the ASU Center for Meteorite Studies. The center houses the largest university-based meteorite collection in the world, including more than 1,500 specimens, with a collective value of tens of millions of dollars.
There are about 24 meteorites from Mars, and we have several of them here in the ASU collection. We've analyzed these rocks at the same microscopic scale we'll use to study SCIM samples. Now, there's no question these meteorites have taught us a lot about the history of Mars, but anyone who works on them will tell you that we're still missing critical pieces of the puzzle. SCIM will provide an entirely new type of material for analysis, thousands of microscopic rocks representative of the surface materials, and atmospheric gas, both of which are critical to unraveling the history of water on Mars.
In addition to the cutting-edge meteorite research carried out at ASU, the center has a decades-long history of distributing samples to researchers around the world. Research done with samples from the ASU collection have resulted in hundreds of scientific publications and the training of dozens of graduate students. The same facilities at ASU used for studying meteorites and lunar rocks will be used in the analysis of SCIM samples. In addition, ASU has pledged $2 million for the expansion of facilities and acquisition of new equipment in support of SCIM. This laboratory, run by Professor Leshin, houses a secondary ion mass spectrometer, or SIMS, where extraterrestrial samples are routinely analyzed at the micron scale. Studies in this lab have provided an unparalleled view of the earliest history of our solar system and new insights into the environments experienced by Martian meteorites. This particular mass spectrometer is one of only a handful of such instruments in geoscience labs in North America.
Even though there are relatively few SIMS instruments in geoscience labs, there are 2 more right here in the greater Phoenix area. Intel and Motorola use the same instrument to determine the purity of their silicon wafers. By training students in our lab, we're not only training the next generation of planetary scientists, but also increasing the overall technical competency of the workforce.
ASU's support of this laboratory is another demonstration of its commitment to cutting-edge sample analysis. Arizona State University has demonstrated a commitment to spaceflight projects with its investment in the construction of the Mars Spaceflight Facility. This facility houses the Operations Center for the Mars Global Surveyor Thermal Emission Spectrometer, the Mars Odyssey Thermal Emission Imaging System, and the upcoming Mars Exploration Rover's Mini Thermal Emission Spectrometer instruments. Within the 14,000 square foot facility is the ASU Mars Education Program, which will lead the SCIM education and public outreach effort. The ASU Mars Education Program houses a student computer research lab, a 40-student video conferencing classroom, an extensive educator resource lending library, and a workroom with high-volume publishing capabilities facilitating educator workshops nationwide. The ASU Mars Education Program has changed the paradigm of education and public outreach efforts by granting unprecedented access to current Mars data to students across the nation, a tradition that will be continued with SCIM. Among the thousands of students that visit the facility to learn about Mars nationally, over 1,700 of them have participated in the Mars Student Imaging Project, which allows students to use the Themis instrument. Students engage in scientific research, use professional tools and resources, and are treated as contributing scientists. As a result, these students see themselves as scientists long after their work is done. The SCIM EPO program will continue this tradition of sharing the journey to Mars with students, teachers, and the general public.
As a faculty member at ASU, I'm in contact with a diverse population of students every day. Being here helps me understand what it takes to inspire the next generation of explorers. And working with the educators in the ASU Mars Education Program and our EPO partners across the country, we have a fantastic opportunity to engage students and the public with the excitement of Mars exploration.
With their existing facilities and programs, along with the large institutional commitment to SCIM, Arizona State University will be a highly capable partner with NASA in taking the world along on the first round-trip journey to Mars.